Hello, brothers and sisters of the light. I am Julie Joy with another message for you today from Anne and the Angels for June 28th, 2025. And the title to this message is Clueless, Inspired, and Loving It. Sounds a lot like me these days. And they begin, my dear friends, we love you so very much. You've all heard the term analysis paralysis, which signifies a condition in which overanalyzing a problem leads to inaction. Today, we want to talk about other types of paralysis, conditions that keep you stuck, stalled, or out of the present moment, where you can always take steps toward what you want to create. Over the centuries, we've seen problem paralysis, perfection paralysis, and purpose paralysis prevent so many well-meaning and beautiful souls from having their dreams. Each one of these arises from the human tendency to focus on action before energy. When you lead with energy, you tune into the desired outcome until the guidance for action becomes so enticing and attractive to you that it would feel difficult not to act. When you lead with action, you may or may not be aware of the most effective steps, and you almost always begin to turn your dreams and goals into to-do lists that can feel burdensome, even to the most enthusiastic among you. This focus on foreseeing an outcome often leads to some form of paralysis. Problem paralysis occurs when you're focused too much on the challenge or problem that you're trying to overcome. You don't know how you'll ever afford a vacation. You don't know how to make more time for yourself without depriving others of their time with you. You want to lose weight, but the type foods you're familiar with don't tantalize your taste buds. Problem paralysis is a refusal to act because you're so focused on the problem that all you see are problematic possibilities and possible pitfalls. If instead you were attuned to the vibration of the solution, imagining yourself on vacation, focusing on what it would be like to feel rejuvenated, or visualizing getting fit in a fun way, then your action steps would feel filled with love. Perfection paralysis happens when you don't even take a small step because of your circumstances, finances, or emotional state aren't where you want them to be. You don't begin a project you truly care about because you have too much going on. You don't feel fully competent, or your finances, health, etc. aren't perfect. Waiting for perfection could delay you forever. If instead you dream of how you'll feel when your wish comes true, the sheer desire will pull you past the perfectionist within and inspire you to start with the steps you can take now. Purpose paralysis is when you don't take action because you feel there's no grand reason to do or have what you want. Maybe you want to learn a hobby or take a drive to get a cup of coffee. Maybe you want to spend a few hours each week reading. So many of you have been conditioned to believe that if there's no greater purpose behind something, that it's not worth your time. You feel guilty resting. You dismiss your desire to enjoy a hobby and prioritize everything else. It's easy and so human to put off what you love because you can't justify it. But from our perspective, your joy alone is purpose. The energy of love and appreciation you emit as you do the things that give you pleasure is purpose. The world needs your love, and if 2 hours spent reading a good book feels like love, that is purpose enough. Whenever you find yourself in problem, perfection, or purpose paralysis, go back to the energy. Imagine how wonderful it would feel to have what you wish for. Imagine the challenges resolved, the miracles achieved, and the steps taken. Imagine the deep satisfaction of having co-created something beautiful with the universe, something you once had no idea how to achieve. As you attune to the energy of your desire, the good feelings of having it will carry you past paralysis and into inspired action. A solution focus will move you past the problem. A focus on progress will move you past perfection. And a focus on the 5D purpose of love will move you past the 3D need for tangible output. Dear ones, don't let these very human challenges stop you from attuning to and allowing your dreams. When you attune to the outcome, you'll feel inspired when the guidance comes. You'll feel a full body, full spirit yes when the right steps pop into your mind. And as you feel into the future you want, you will be easily motivated past problems, perfection, and 3D purpose, with the things you want being only a beautiful byproduct of your loving path. God bless you. We love you so very much. And this is, of course, a message from the angels. I liked absolutely everything about this message. Very inspiring and uplifting. But then, most of their messages are inspiring and very uplifting. This inspiring and uplifting message was channeled by Ann Albers. Her own website is visionsofheaven.com. Please stop by there and see everything Ann has to offer. Also, you can sign up for her weekly email. That's where I get these messages bright and early every Saturday morning. I believe I will be able to place the words to this message below in the Show More section. I am Julie Joy, your servant of the light. And it's indeed always my tremendous honor and deepest pleasure to be able to be the voice of the angels for all of you for these few short moments. And please don't forget to hug yourself and say, I love myself.